Hello and welcome to the Three Mouseketeers, the sibling podcast that understands your Disney addiction. I'm Jared.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Emily.
So obviously, Emily and I are on the right page tonight. We are both wearing our Pizza Planet shirts. We did not plan this.
Nope.
Amanda, you are left out. I'm sorry.
I know y'all didn't include me on your little special club here. I feel left out.
Because we don't have a special club. It's just great minds think alike.
I don't even have that shirt yet, so I couldn't have matched if I wanted to.
Well, you should get it because it's a good shirt.
I agree.
It is a good shirt. It's very cute. I just don't have it yet.
Well, that's terrible.
I know.
Okay, so we are actually going to be talking about the Disney's Leave a Legacy today. There's been some news on it as of recently, but first we wanted to do some trivia, kind of like we do on the podcast, but we wanted to do some trivia. So I felt like I would pull out a very old but a very true bit from the podcast.
Oh, God.
Welcome to the trivia portion of the show. This is a trivia portion inside of a podcast, inside of a live stream, inside of YouTube. So now we are going to ask some questions and see if everybody knows their Disney. We want to open up the answers for first. We want people to comment and see if they can get it correctly before we try to answer. We do have a comment already. Amy says, "There's something on your shoulder." Yeah, so
What?
Emily's apparently surprised. I am not. I knew that Figment was always on my shoulder. So there you go. All right. So who wants to go first? Who wants to do their trivia portion first? Hi, Lindell. Thanks for joining us.
Hey.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Why
Okay.
not?
Emily,
Alrighty.
you can go first.
Okay, so my question is, what is the oldest attraction at Disney World's Magic Kingdom?
Great question.
And yeah, I thought so. And I have 4 multiple choice. So A is Small World. B is the Carousel of Progress. C is Prince Charming's Carousel. And D is the Magic Kingdom Railroad. Should I say those one more time?
Yes.
Okay.
One more time, just for the listeners at home.
And Amanda. A is Small World. B is Carousel of Progress. C, Prince Charming Carousel. D, Magic Kingdom Railroad.
Okay, we already have 2 answers. So Lindell says A. Which one was A again?
Oh, sorry.
Small World.
A was Small World.
Small World. Okay.
Mhm.
And Amy says Prince Charming's Carousel.
Okay, very good choices for both of those. And what do y'all
Any other
think?
guesses?
No other guesses as of right now. Okay. I think that I might know the answer.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave it up to Amanda. Amanda, what do you think?
Okay. So initially, before I actually heard the guesses or the multiple choice answers, I had one in my head what I thought it may be, and that was Prince Charming Carousel.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Oh, hold on. I'm going to stop you real quick because Lindell decided to change her answer to D.
okay.
What was D?
You're the one who gave
my question. You're right. D was Magic Kingdom Railroad.
Yes.
So I'm going to say C, Carousel of Progress. That's going to be my answer.
Okay. So Jared?
See, I wasn't even thinking Carousel of Progress as being the oldest one.
Just because I know that's one of the original attractions, I want to say. So that's why I guess that one. I don't know.
Okay.
See, I was kind of thinking Small World because it's just that's what you think of as like the first ride at Disney, right? Small World. But really, in all honesty, I think there's kind of a curveball. I'm gonna say D as well, and say the railroad.
Okay. So everyone is wrong except for Amy.
So my initial guess was right. Gosh,
Yeah.
I'm so upset with myself.
Yeah. So this attraction was put into the park in 1971, but it was actually created in 1917 and then kind of refurbed and adopted and brought into the park by Disney World or to Disney World. Yep.
Wow.
Good job, Amy.
Okay, that's a little bit of a trickster question, I
is.
guess.
It is because
That's why I picked it.
you did.
Well, I guess congratulations, Amy. You win absolutely nothing. So sorry. She
A round
is
of
gloating
applause.
in her victory. Congratulations once again, Amy. Amanda, do you want to do your
Sure,
trivia
I'll
question
go
next?
next.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. My question is, in Toy Story, what is Woody's last name? And
Magoo.
that is not one of the multiple choice. I'll give you multiple choice though. I'll be nice.
Good.
A, Davis. B, Hart. C, Boyd. Or D, Pride.
You can see the confusion on my face.
Mine too.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's first
so-
open it up to the comments.
Yeah.
We do have a comment. Amanda, your husband knows, apparently.
What's your guess, Chris? Oh,
Yeah, what's
unless
your guess,
Amanda
We've
already
already
told you.
talked about
Okay.
it.
He has the inside scoop. He's not
He
allowed
does.
to play.
Exactly.
Okay. So Amy is guessing Pride.
Okay.
I honestly don't think it's Pride.
Did y'all know that he had a last name?
No.
No, not at all. Lindell apparently thinks it's Pride as well.
Okay. That's 2 for Pride.
That's 2 for Pride.
Hmm.
Why don't you give us the multiple choice one more time?
Okay. A, Davis. B, Hart. C, Boyd. D, Pride.
See, I feel like his nickname is probably Kevin, so it would be like Woody Kevin Hart.
All right.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't think it's Pride because that's a little goofy to me. I mean, if you think about it. Davis seems way too simple to
I
be
think so too. Davis is too. I don't know.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with Hart.
You
Emily, what
know,
are you gonna go with?
I was also going to go with Hart. That is, it flows. Woody Hart. That sounds good. What was A again?
Davis.
Davis.
Oh,
What
yeah,
was
yeah.
C?
A was Davis.
C was Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I just feel like Hart. That
yeah.
has to be right.
I feel like we're in agreement. We're gonna
Yeah.
both say Hart. Final
Okay.
answer.
Okay. I'm going to tell you where I got all of these names from. Okay.
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 A, Davis. Is
Yeah, we knew that.
Is Andy's last name.
Okay. Andy Davis.
Right. So that's why I chose that one. Hart is a popular name from the Wild West, a popular last name. So that's why I chose that one.
So not Woody's last name.
Not Woody's last name.
Okay.
C, Boyd is from Woody Harrelson's last name in Cheers.
Okay.
Okay.
And D, Pride is the correct answer.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
Nope,
I
I don't
agree.
like that
That's-
last name.
I don't like it either. Woody
Woody-
Pride.
Woody
Yes,
Pride. Think
Woody
about
Pride.
that.
I
No,
know.
thank you.
I know. It's silly.
No, it's not silly.
It is. It's silly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's a ridiculous answer. I guess congratulations, both Lindell and Amy. Amy's on a roll, I
Man,
guess.
I
Right?
know. And she
Just
loves
gloating
bragging
about
about
it.
it.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, Amy, did you really get that, or did you like just guess and get lucky,
Or did she look it up?
or did you look it up?
She did some quick Googling.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
Googled it. I'd like an
Okay.
answer.
All right. Well, I am going to stump you guys. I think my question is, what is the name of Dot's group that she belongs to in A Bug's Life?
You do know that A Bug's Life is my second favorite Disney movie, right?
We're gonna see if Amy knows this. I'm gonna call out Amy specifically. All right. So A is the dewdrops. B, the flower petals. C, the dandelions. Or D, the blueberries. I'm gonna see if you guys know. So let's see.
Repeat
Amy
those
said
again.
she did not look it up.
I know. I saw that.
I don't believe you, Amy. Lindell said she knew, and I believe Lindell. Okay, so again, you can see it on the screen. What is the name of Dot's group that she belongs to in A Bug's Life? We have A, the dewdrops. B, the flower petals. C, the dandelions. Or D, the blueberries. And we do have Amy chiming in with dewdrops. Give Lindell just a little bit of time, see if maybe Lindell knows. Chris, if you know,
Yeah,
chime
Chris, I know he's watching. He should participate too.
Hmm.
Okay, so Lindell says C, the dandelions. All right. So I guess Chris isn't gonna chime in. So
Apparently
Amanda,
not.
Emily seems very confident in her answer.
But
So
you
Amanda,
know
why don't you
what?
go ahead? Oh, Chris says dewdrops as well.
It's been a while since I've seen A Bug's Life.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know how confident I am.
So I am pretty confident that it's not the blueberries. I'm
Me
like
too.
Okay.
100% sure it's not the blueberries.
What was A again?
A is dewdrops.
Dewdrops.
B was the flower petals.
The flower petals.
Okay.
And C was dandelions.
The dandelions, yes.
So I don't think it's C either. So I was kind of between flower petals or dewdrops.
Okay. Which makes the most sense to you then?
I'm going to go with the dewdrops also.
Okay, very popular answer.
It is.
I know
Emily,
that
this is your
it's not.
second favorite movie.
I know. And
Second
the thing
favorite
is,
Disney
I
movie.
said it's been a while since I've watched this, but honestly, I watched it in the last year. So I have no excuse.
Why don't you know?
I think because it's not a big detail like the name of the group. I can tell you all the things that the group does, like they build that bird and stuff like that, but that's not part of the trivia. They basically saved the day. Okay.
Exactly.
I know that it's not blueberries, and I don't think it's flower petals either. And for some reason, dandelions is in my head, but I think it might just be because there's like a dandelion. Doesn't Flick like fly in on a dandelion or something at one
And
point?
that's what I thought too.
And I think
It's-
that's why dandelion's in my head.
Right.
So I'm going with the popular answer, dewdrops.
You're going with A, dewdrops as well. Man, everybody except for Lindell picked dewdrops. Lindell picked C, the dandelions. So I am going to go ahead and say that everybody is wrong.
Everybody?
Not a single person got this one right.
It's flower
Wow.
petals.
Yep, flower petals.
It is the blueberries.
No, it
Nuh-uh.
is not.
It is.
No, it's not. I don't
It
believe
is.
you.
Okay, that's fine. Don't believe
It's
me.
really blueberries?
Yes, it's really the blueberries.
I'm going to
Hmm.
have to go back and watch the movie again. I used to watch it all the time whenever I was younger. Could have
It's
told
Well,
Pudge.
you didn't
The
watch it.
answer's Pudge.
The answer's Pudge, yeah. Okay, so I guess that's going to do it for the trivia portion of the show. I had fun with this one. I'm
Me
glad
too.
nobody got it right. Amy, I'm rubbing this one in your face specifically.
Specifically.
No, I said specifically. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the main topic. Main topic is going to be, once again, the Leave a Legacy program that Disney had. First, I wanted to start with a couple rumors about the plaques themselves. Let's show the picture. For those who don't know, these, let's see, let's pull this picture up and get rid of this banner. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so these little monoliths that were in the entrance of Epcot just before you get to Spaceship Earth, they have these little plaques. You can see they have messages and pictures on them. If you've been to Epcot before, you've probably seen them. They did start transitioning away from these in 2019. So they haven't been there for a couple years, but the weird thing about this is there were some rumors going around that either A, they were all park sponsors or people who helped build Disney, and that was their pictures and messages that they left because Disney was honoring the people who, helped to build the parks.
Mhm.
That is not correct. One of the other ones is like it was some kind of like weird war memorial or something. I'm not exactly sure.
At
just
the
because
entrance
of
to Epcot.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
at
makes
the
sense.
entrance of Epcot. Yeah, I don't know. But the weirdest one of all that I saw was, and you guys are gonna laugh at this, but people were talking about that it was pictures of people who died on Disney property.
Oh my God. That's morbid.
Just oh no.
Like, I don't know. I don't know where people get these ideas, but no, that was obviously not true. So a little bit about the Leave a Legacy program. I mean, Amanda, Emily, you guys have obviously seen this, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Did you ever know what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew what it was.
Okay.
That's why I don't
So
understand where all these rumors came from, because I thought it was pretty common knowledge.
I guess these are
Where they
people
came
who
from.
like went to the park once and saw these and they were like, wow, this is ugly and weird. What could this be? Because
Yeah.
the program, the whole experience, I don't know what you call it. It's not an experience. I guess it's a program. Hasn't been around since 2007, but the monoliths and the pictures stayed around. So
Right.
I guess people like there really isn't much of an explanation. So
Yeah, there's really not. Like, if you don't know what they were, then I'm sure your imagination can run wild. So
Right.
yeah, we should probably explain what they are now.
yeah, so
Yeah.
what they are, they were stone monoliths that were built to go along with the Leave a Legacy program, which started in the fall of 1999. It was to celebrate the new millennium. So on October 1st, 1999 to January 1st of 2001 was when the millennium celebration was going on. And you could go and purchase a little spot for your photo. It was $35. You could get either just a solo photo of you or, somebody. You could get a message, or for $38, you could get a two-person little photo. So they did not sell nearly as much as they thought they were going to between 1999 and 2001. I heard rumors that it was about like a quarter of what they thought they were going to be able to sell.
Wow.
So
But
is that
apparently,
why they extended the program and it went
Yeah,
on to
apparently.
2007?
yep,
Because
that's
they
why
were
they
like,
extended the program.
well, darn, we have all these ugly granite
Yeah.
slabs out here and no pictures on them.
So a really cool thing about the monoliths themselves, John Hinch was the Imagineer behind those. And John Hinch was part of the project to do Spaceship Earth. Among other things. He was a Imagineer, obviously, for Disney, but
Yeah.
part of his contribution.
I just think the way they were originally, it was just such a detraction of the entrance there. I mean, you had to maze through it to get anywhere. I don't know. I think there
Well,
are
and-
better ways to go about doing that.
Yeah, I like the idea because the whole point was like to capture yourself celebrating the new millennium, which I think is a cool idea.
Right.
But, and then like I think that they promised to keep the pictures there for 20 years. And then
20 years after the last one was sold. So it should be 2027 while
okay.
these are still up. But I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because we're going to get into it a little bit later, I think. But yeah, I think they might possibly be up longer than that.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents.
I think so too. Now I do. But it was just ugly. I hate
Yeah.
saying that because someone did like put time and effort into this idea, but at the same time, it was so cold and like you want to see a pretty entrance to a park. You don't want to walk in and see tombstones, which is
Well,
basically
think-
what
Yeah.
it was.
That's what it looked like.
Think about the times though, because now like our minds go more to like the minimalistic style,
Mhm.
but like late 90s, early 2000s, we weren't thinking about it like that. So
No.
I
No, but
think
it's
for
still-
the times, it was probably pretty interesting. I mean, in retrospect,
Like
looking
kind of
back on it,
modern looking, I
yeah,
guess.
a little
like,
modern, a little inventive. To
Yes,
some
but
degree.
it also seems like a fire hazard. I don't know. If you're trying to evacuate a park and you have to maze
true.
through these big old things, I think that's kind of probably not the best idea.
That's very true.
yeah, it was just always to me, I was always just like, why? Why are these here? This is
Yeah.
ugly.
So, do you guys know why this program started?
Um,
No.
yeah, because they wanted to make extra money off of people.
Bingo.
Woo,
this was
winner!
this was something that was thought up by the Disney executives to be able to. They say it was to be able to give Disney lovers a chance to have a permanent place in the park, but we all know it was to make an extra buck.
But it's
So-
not permanent. I mean, 20 years isn't permanent. That's 20 years.
Yeah, semi-permanent, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the people that came to Disney with their girlfriend or boyfriend, took one of those pictures, and then came back a long
broke up?
time later with their future spouse that is not that person?
I
they're
did
just
not think
there.
about that, but I am in love with this now. I love that there is probably a lot
yeah.
of people who did that.
Definitely.
Oh,
they
we're
had their
gonna
picture
take our
taken.
picture. Yeah, we're gonna have our picture taken and we're gonna put it up on there, and we're gonna get engaged on this trip, and then
They
their
don't get
marriage
engaged.
just falls
That's
apart.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
They're going to get engaged or he's going to propose. So they had their picture taken before. Then he proposes and she says no. Oh, sorry.
That moment is there forever.
Exactly.
Well, not forever, but at least
20
20 years.
So let's see some other interesting facts about this. So, like I said, people didn't really buy into this concept, and that's why they extended it out into 2007. So, out of the 700,000 that Disney expected to sell, they only sold about 550,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a cool concept, but at the same time, when your face is among so many other ones, it's not like you're getting this like prime spot that everyone's gonna see you there at Disney, you know?
No,
Like,
but think about
Yeah.
it. Okay, if you go, like, let's say we got one, like they were still doing the program now, and I brought my children. I mean, they're little, they're 4 and almost 2.
mm-hmm.
So let's say I brought them and we got one of these. When they brought their grandchildren in, I don't know, 50 years, if they were still there and they could see and show their grandchildren this or their children this, I think that would be a really cool thing.
Yeah.
But I think you'd have
Yeah,
to leave it there more than 20 years, obviously. But I think
obviously.
there's a lot of that would be really something really cool to show your family, your generations in the future. This is something I shared with my parents, and now I'm sharing it with you.
Yeah,
Or
with the idea that it was supposed to be permanent, then yeah, it would be a little bit more interesting to me just because, your kids can bring their kids or their grandkids or whoever, and yeah, it's kind of fun. But also it might be a little fun if you were to do this. I was what 17, 18 in 99. So yeah, I think that it would be interesting to go back and see myself on this plaque now, going next month or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
It'd be pretty interesting, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to take a picture of your baby, and have your baby on there as like a baby and then bring them back and they're like 20 and you're like,
There you are.
that's you.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people were very upset whenever they said that they were removing these from the front of Epcot, and people didn't really know what the plan for them was at the time. But a lot of people who like bought into this were pretty upset. I think they were like, "Hey, it hasn't been 20 years yet. Where are our pictures going? We really liked this." So some people were mad. I was like, "See you later."
Yeah.
But
But if
I
you
know.
bought into it with the permanent, these are going to be permanent, and you bought one and then they're taking them away, you're probably like, what the heck?
Yeah, I know we're getting here, but what they've done with them, I really enjoy, and I think everyone, I don't know about everyone, but I think people are happy with it.
Yeah. I really like what they've done with it. I'm
Me too.
guessing
Yeah,
Jared's to show that picture.
yeah, well, I'm going to actually talk about the new location. So they took the original monoliths, and I'm going to show that picture again. They took these out from where you enter into the park just before you get to Spaceship Earth, and they ended up doing this. So this is before you get to the entrance of the park. So you don't even have to enter into the park to be able to see these anymore. But you do have to enter through security. So
Yeah.
just if you're going and you think that you're just going to be able to stop by real quick, check them out, and then leave, you do have to go through security. But then you'll see those there. So
I think that this is so pretty. Like the colors
too.
fit with Epcot to me, and it just like it's not gray and black. Like I know the pictures are black and gray, but then they added the color and it's really pretty. It looks like art to me. Like you could use this as a photo wall, and it's a pretty entrance like leading up to Spaceship Earth in the park.
it's a lot better. It's more
Yeah.
minimal and it's easier to get around. But the thing that it makes me think of is the purple wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that too. And that's what I'm saying. Like to me, it looks like it could be a photo wall. Like you could use this as a photo spot, take a really cool Instagram picture. And even like I can see you standing like, okay, in this picture, let's be real, it's never going to be this empty. But if it was, see where that guy is in the picture? You could stand a little more forward than that and take a really cool picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try it in a
I
couple of
like it.
weeks.
Yeah,
And-
try it whenever you go.
Yeah.
Humble brag, you're going in just a little while.
Like a week.
Yeah. Hey, y'all were invited.
Hey.
Doesn't
some
mean
of
that we
us
can go.
Can't go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Still invited.
I also wanted to mention, I don't know if either of you were going to mention this, but there's actually, I know that, so if you were to go right now and say your family did take a picture 20 years ago, or not 20 years ago, but years ago when this program was going on, and you want to be able to find your picture, you can actually find it through, I guess there's like a place in the app that helps you locate it. And apparently
Right.
there will also be cast members out there. And if you're having trouble locating one, they can help you. But yeah, it'll tell you where that picture that you're trying to find is, which is really cool because there's a lot of pictures there.
There
Oh
are.
yeah, there are
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, there are eventually going to be 550,000 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a QR code like up by the front that you can scan the QR code and type in a name, I think I saw, and it'll tell you where it's located. So it'll give you like a plaque number, like a column number and a row number.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to find it that way. So
That's
pretty
really
good system.
cool. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, if they opened this program again, I'd be willing to buy one now.
They have programs that are similar to this that they've done. Like I think it's Walk Around the World or whatever it may be. I can't remember where it was, but where you buy the bricks and you put your name on them.
That was in Magic Kingdom, but they've torn those up.
Yeah, they tore those up.
So
I'm just saying they've
those were
done stuff
not
like this
forever.
before.
Yeah.
Well, they might have been promised forever.
They may have been. And that may have been why they were really upset when they took them out too.
Yep.
Maybe so.
People were upset about that one too.
Yep.
Yeah.
But see, these seem, I mean, I guess anything can be not permanent, but these seem like.
Seems like you're having a problem right now.
Amanda's having a problem here.
Wow, just all of a sudden. Okay.
Oh no.
I think that the thing with okay, there we go. Okay, so I think the thing with probably one of the reasons why they put these plaques back up the way they did is because of people being upset with, you know, how they were treated with the bricks.
I think so too. And I just think what they did was cool anyway. They incorporated all the color, and to me it fits the Epcot theme. Like whenever I think of Epcot for whatever reason, I think of like that colorful 90s kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, and I think they did that color scheme specifically for the new upgrades that they're doing to Epcot. So
yeah,
it's going to be really exciting to see that whole new area complete once I get done. So
yeah, I'm excited about. I love Epcot. It's my favorite park. I mean, Magic Kingdom. It's a toss up, but I love Epcot and I like the direction they're going with the changes.
I mean, Hollywood Studios is by far my favorite.
Yeah, we know.
So yeah. For good reason. But I mean, Epcot's pretty good too because, you know,
food.
Got some good stuff. Yeah, food. Food is good. Drink around the world. Why not?
Yeah, I can dabble.
I'm really excited about Ratatouille.
Me too. Definitely. I love the World Showcase. That's where I spend 95% of my time whenever I'm at Epcot. So
yeah. Well, hello, Amanda. Welcome back.
Are you okay?
Hi, guys. Yeah. That was bad.
That was just all of a sudden. I don't know
I
what happened.
know.
That's
I felt
pretty
like I
bad.
was joking all of a sudden. Sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm better.
The things that will happen on live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So yeah, I think that we might see a permanent installation with these plaques, just because, like we were saying, I mean, if they're tearing up the bricks and people get upset, they might have taken that as a sign like, hey, we probably shouldn't tear these out and not put them up and leave them in there permanently. So,
Yeah.
or at least in, for a very long amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I think that's it. I think that covers the Leave a Legacy program that started in 1999, and now we're talking about it again today.
Yep. Well, because they just revealed the new look and everything. That's why
Yeah.
we're talking about it
Yeah,
today.
that's obviously why we're talking about it. But yeah, I think they're in the right direction.
Me too.
So.
Most definitely.
Okay, well, I guess unless you guys have anything else you want to add to today's topic, I guess we can go ahead and close it off there.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, Emily, why don't you go ahead and tell us what is going to be on our next podcast episode that's coming out next Thursday?
Okay. So, like Jared said, next Thursday, which is February 18th, our podcast, we talked to Dan Vietz from the organization Thank You Walt Disney. And this was a really cool episode. Like, we're talking about maybe having him back on again because he was so fascinating. He knows so much about Walt Disney's history, and he talked a lot about that. And he also has some really, really cool personal stories whenever it comes to Disney and some of the people that he's met. And it's an episode that I think that you don't want to miss.
Yeah, for sure.
Agreed.
So I'm going to go ahead and call it there. You can find us on social media at T3M Podcast, and you can email us t3mpodcast@gmail.com. Obviously, if you're looking for our YouTube, it is bit.ly/T3M YouTube, and that's all lowercase. We do these live streams every other Thursday. So in 2 weeks, we'll have another live stream. We also release these live streams on our podcast platform. So we're on all the major ones. We have Apple, Spotify, Google Play, or I guess Google Podcast, and Amazon Music is the one that I guess is kind of a newer thing. So check us out there, like and subscribe on there, like and subscribe on YouTube, get notifications whenever we go live. And I guess we'll talk to you later.
Yep. Have a zippity-doo-dah day.
See you real soon.